What is up, guys? It's your boy No Shoes coming at you live here as we get ready for a special video. Oops, skip slides. For a special video here, this is the JLPC VGC League Draft Analysis, and I'm here with my boys. We got Barrett 50 cal, we got Lunatic, and we got the man Decker coming at you, coming at y'all. And what we're going to do here is we're not actually going to break it down pick by pick because legitimately none of us know what we're talking about. So, we know nothing about VGC. And that's pretty much like the whole league. But what we're going to do is we're going to break down each team and we're going to give our thoughts on it. And then we're going to let you guys, the viewers, determine the power rankings from that. There will be a link in the description below where you can fill out the form and stuff. And I'll go through and I'll timestamp all the teams in the comment section for you guys. But yeah, so JLPC, VGC, this is kind of how we set it up. We're only using the available Pokemon in Sword and Shield. Season 5, Series 9 rules. You get 1 G-Maxmon, 2 Tier 1s, 2 Tier 2s, 3 Tier 3s, and 2 Tier 4s. And that just kind of helps balance out the teams. So 10 picks overall. Could be in any order. You didn't have to take the G-Max first. And then only one Pokemon can G-Max, and the rest of them can only Dynamax. And your G-Maxmon can only G-Max. So G-Max Charizard can't just regular Dynamax, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to G-Max your Charizard. But
some things it definitely makes.
So you can set up Sun.
So it can set up the Sun for itself.
Yeah.
But the first pick of the draft went to the Anaheim Appletons and Coach Pokeprimer. And why is this being like this? There it went. I fixed it. And I forgot who was talking first in this one. My mind went blank.
I'll talk about it. I'm prepping for it. This team's busted.
This team's busted.
First of all, G-Max Cinderace is allowed. With Libero. Libero is just a broken ability. It's the same as Greninja's ability, which is it's stupid. And then it's G-Max. It hits so hard, changes its type, which makes it harder to kill because it can switch type to be something that resists your move or just take neutral. So if you're gonna hit it with a water move and it changes type, then it won't die. Urshifu is just a stupid strong. I'm using it in singles and it's really a big hitter. And its ability goes through protects, which I know is huge in VGC. He sniped me with alchemy, so I'm salty about that. I really wanted that. He has a mini Sandcore with Baby Hippo and a Alolan Ductrio, which is kind of cool. He has good speed. Like Cinderace, Alolan Ducky, and Urshifu are all pretty high speeds, considering this is a limited format.
Yeah.
Moongus is fat, gets Rage Powder. Sunjourner's ability, I don't know how good Sunjourner is in VGC, but I've always thought the ability was interesting. It just straight up makes your ally stronger. Cloitzer, but no terrain setter. I think if he had a natural terrain setter class, this team would just be absolutely broken.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about this team when I first looked at it. The top couple picks, top 4, maybe 5 if you want to count Alcremie, are pretty solid. And then the bottom part of this to me is just nothing stands out at me. I mean, you got the mini Sandcore, but
you got Trick Room with Bronze or Grandpa.
Yeah, but his team doesn't do well in Trick Room.
His team.
The Bronzor isn't very there.
Yeah, Bronzor.
I don't think Bronzor should be in this. Either Grandpa too, but maybe if you wanted to have the dragon, I guess.
Yeah, the dragon type. Also, Hyper Voice hits both opponents, right?
Doesn't it hit all 3? Doesn't it hit your teammate too?
I don't think so. Yeah, but that was kind of my thought. Was the first, it's really top heavy, and then just kind kind of fades slower and slower. Like I don't like the hippo. There's other sand
Honestly,
setters.
hold up. Talk about the hippo real quick. So hippos actually it is really fat. I'm running calcs against it. This shit takes damage.
Does it?
It eats.
It can also run Stealth Rock. So you can set up Stealth Rock with Baby Hippo.
Who's setting up stealth rocks on VGC?
Stealth Rock.
Yeah,
Same.
seriously. What's hazards? Like I thought that multiple times. I was like, I gotta draft something for toxic spikes. I gotta draft, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
need my rocker. I'm like, wait, no, I
People
fucking
No,
still
I don't.
try to
dude. I took Vulcan. I'm like, I don't have to run boots. Oh my
I don't have to run through.
my draft prep
Should
was
run
like
a good item then.
empty because I didn't grab anything that's like tech support. None. It's just like different.
just damage.
Tech support.
Yeah,
No
this team-
removal. Don't need removal.
actually, this team is lacking a bit of tech support. I don't think there's a single fake out user here.
Can Urshifu get it?
Can't Urshifu get it?
I'll
I thought
check real
Urshifu can
quick.
get it.
I thought
I-
Urshifu could too.
I don't know why you would ever run fake out on Urshifu when it does
I mean,
does
I
not.
wouldn't
Oh,
either.
It
yeah,
does
I
not
but-
get
mean, I
fake out.
think. Okay, then yeah, nothing I know.
Yeah.
He does have redirection with the Mungus's Rage Powder, but like that's it.
See, the thing is, it like his Stormtrooper, like it's good with its ability, but it, like you gotta have like I think that with Cinderace maybe a type of combo.
Oh my god, the damage. Sojourner
Yeah,
just
Stab Rock Slide is gonna be good on Stonejourner.
But
Yeah.
Alchemy is a good support. It gets Helping Hand and Decorate.
But yeah. All right. Next team is actually Barrett 50 cal. You want to take this one, Decker?
I think I have trouble pulling a lot of them off
Huh?
because Stormtrooper is so especially weak and it doesn't have any way to like redirect. It has no redirection. It doesn't really. It just protects. I mean, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Like as tech support, it just strictly power spots.
Yeah.
I guess it targets and attacks. That's about it.
Its physical defense is good. Like it'll naturally take hits really well.
It's kind of like a
Even
blitz.
if it's effective.
You gotta slap everything into Spadef and HP to let it live any hits. Its HP is only 100. It's not like it's super bulky. It's just physically bulky.
It's decent, yeah. Yeah, this team, I think this is, in my opinion, I think this might be the best team. It's just really.
Well, that's because we're prepping against it.
Yeah, that's
that
just.
might be it. That might be it. Yeah.
I mean,
And like it's gonna.
Is it?
I think it's a good team. Like the top few picks are really solid.
Honestly,
That's
the
just-
only thing I don't agree with is the bronzer. Everything, even Drampa Cloach, I think, kind of had their place. Cloach just needs a terrain setter.
Yeah.
I also think that Bronzer is the only thing that doesn't really fit at all. So
I just think he saw all the weather and he tried too hard, tried too late to get his own kind of weather. Because we do have, we talked about it earlier. We have what 3 sun teams,
Yeah,
a
that's
rain
gonna be
team,
fun.
and this makes 2
a
sand.
lot of weather.
I mean,
Well,
but
because
that's
weather's
also
so
really
good in
abundant.
VGC.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The tier 4 and 3 for your weather?
sometimes. Like you don't want everybody having sun just freely with no way to use it, or you don't want just like this team does not want rain up, so he may bring Hippopotas to kind of maybe reset the rain and try to abuse it versus just letting the other team just have free reign, literally over the
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah, it could just be a deterrent for the weather team.
like, I really see basically the top 5 is to make Urshifu Cinderace look good. Bronzor is going to be there for the Kalawitz or Grandpa because I don't know what like Kalawitz is in that weird speed tier.
Yeah, it's like 60.
It can't even do good if he doesn't have a tailwind user, so it's going to have to be like Cinderace G-Max or Dynamax bounce for the speed, but even then it doesn't do a lot. So I don't see that doing as much. Besides just trying to break here and there, but it's like the top half works together and the bottom half kinda works together. But I kind of agree. The only thing I see utilizing that trick room is Grandpa. Downside is he's top half physical and bottom half special as well. Like he doesn't spread the love as far as his attack.
Yeah.
He has 2 fast offensive, physically offensive, and all of his fast offensive is physical. And he's got slow special. So
That's
you
interesting.
can kind of prep for that.
Alright, so on to the next team is Barrett's. If you want to take it, Decker. So, the Ueno Thwacky.
I mean, I've been studying this team a little bit because I got this guy week 1. Couple things. Got the Sun, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't see any real Sun abusers here.
There's 2.
Yeah, he's got
Who?
Growth and Blossom both get chlorophyll.
Okay,
I
the
mean,
base that
Tangrowth
base is really gonna.
does. Charmeleon also gets solar power.
Oh, word? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
I
gets
just-
Also, Torkoal gets a drought and Cinderace fire type attacks
now?
better.
Cinderace, good. Like Cinderace, Torkoal, obviously good because you can just blow
That's a
things back.
Yeah.
He doesn't. I mean, Tangra, his actual chlorophyll users, as well as that, don't actually appreciate Sun offensively coming back at them.
That's all chlorophyll users.
Well,
I got
they're
a lot of
slow,
gray.
but it's not gonna. They're like a base 50 even doubled is not gonna outspeed a whole lot. Like that's easier to prep. But yes, like Blossom, Quiver Dance's ones under Sun, you've got problems. Charmeleon, it's got solar power. I don't know what else Charmeleon does besides physical offense with solar power.
Not its special attack is higher.
Oh yeah, solar power special. That's right.
That's what solar power does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ferroseed, don't know what it does in doubles. To be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either. I use it
Uh,
for hazard stacking. I don't know what it does in doubles.
It curse. Let's see. It can get rid of terrain with steel roller to T-wave stuff. It doesn't get redirection. I don't know. I don't know what it does. But
It's just
You'll see. It's fine. It's fine.
you'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I mean,
Gmax Tox is going to hit.
I also want to bring up the Doug trio. In this team would be pretty nice. I believe it does get both Earthquake and
Arena
Rock
trap?
Slide.
Oh yeah, Rock Slide.
Yeah, I mean, it gets the arena trap. I think.
Arena Trap does work in doubles.
If you want to do that, you can trap. You can use it as a fast trapper just to kind of get rid of things that give his team a problem. Seismitoad, I guess, is strictly here defensively because it doesn't have any way to set up rain unless Seismo does it himself or itself.
but it doesn't need rain to succeed. Being the water ground type, it is. It really doesn't.
I'm not saying it's not bad. I just said it's like it's gonna be more, you're gonna see it more defensive.
For versatility.
What?
Yeah, it'll run like Icy Wind and Muddy Water.
Oh yeah, so the dual target kind of speed control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it's really there for.
Fox is gonna be good on speed control because of the GMAX stun shock. Can get those paras spread around pretty quickly.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a 50-50 between Para and Poison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're thinking of Pikachu's.
Yeah,
Pikachu's always done.
50 para.
But even then, like a poison and a para on the same for 2 mons, like
It can still be good. I think compared to other G Maxes, it has it's one of the weaker ones.
it's just it just technician.
I
was just looking at it.
Because my team currently without toxicity is kind of slow, even with like the chlorophyll users is Cinderace. It's very slow. So with my Gmax toxicity, it is very fast and it hits like a truck.
Toxicity base like 70.
It's 75.
75.
But I like aspects of this team, and I don't.
It fills the middle speed. I give you that. It fills the middle speed tier.
But yeah, I kind of like some aspects of this, and I kind of don't. I like the toxicity pick overall, just because I think that's actually a very underrated Gmax mon. The Sun cores going on here. There's plenty of options for. What I like that nobody else has pointed out, y'all pointed out that his team is slow, but doesn't Sigilif actually get Trick Room?
Yeah, Sigilif is also base 97.
Yes, it does.
So you get a fast Trick Room setter, not the fastest Trick Room setter, but you get a fast Trick Room setter to set Trick Room for something like Tangrowth or something like
Charmeleon.
Charmeleon and Sun. Like this team could be
I
could
I
be
think
scary in
the
a
slow is
certain.
not slow enough. Like your slowest one is, well, Ferroseed, but then
But
after that it's Tangrowth at like 50.
yeah,
Or there's Torkoal. Like I don't see the Trick Room being very strong on this team.
well, I just think like this team can be strong in certain situations. Like against my team, I have a little bit of Trick Room, but my team, which we'll see next, is got a lot of speed to it. So maybe if he brings Trick Room against me, or if he brings there was another team that was really quick.
I mean, Sigilyph also does get Tailwind, so like
Yeah,
there,
might be
there's
better
definitely
than.
speed control here. Sigilus, I definitely see him bringing a lot of tech. One thing I will point out, his highest attack in any of them is 116. So I think you're going to struggle a little bit more about breaking. You're going to kind of rely on either setup or weather or Dynamax a little bit more. I think Toxtricity
Probably.
breaks better with ability. Cinderace is going to be, of course, your premier breaker.
Yeah, that's the other thing
Torkoal
about.
needs its sun. It needs to be able to click eruption freely. I don't see any redirection unless Sigils doesn't get it. So there's some stuff here. I think you'll have to really kind of get creative with some sets as far as
yeah.
besides Cinderace and Sun every week. You're gonna have to kind of figure out a way to set up Blossom, set up something else. What else you got set up?
Yeah. I want to point out also with Gmax Toxtricity, when it Gmaxes, it doesn't get the boost from
Yeah.
its ability.
The Sunshine
Yeah.
is not sound based. I didn't think it was.
Yeah, so
But Technician,
you're actually weaker in Gmax.
Yeah, you just get the special. You just get the boost from. You're stronger on your like Slug Wave and stuff, but not the sound moves. So.
all right. So moving on, it's no shoes time.
No shoes.
Biased opinion, I really like this team. This team's really awesome. I really love it. But y'all can tear me apart now.
I didn't realize you got Turtonator and Barbarical until 5 minutes before recording this.
I do gotta
Yeah,
say
that-
that Togekiss and Excadrill look very nice together.
yes, that was the whole point. Click Earthquake. Just click Earthquake.
You also have very nice Shell Smash on the bottom there. Got your Turtonator and your Barbarical.
I said it like right after I picked Barbarical. Barbarical will be the most valued tier 4 pick of the whole draft.
I believe it.
It fits, like, I had a huge fire weakness building up into that. Dropped the Barbarical.
The tier 4 patch that out.
Yep.
3 Sun teams. That's not very nice.
No. No. And I went on to patch it up a little bit better too, but I think when I drafted Barbarical, I had Weavile, Excadrill, I had something else. I had Turt, but I guess I drafted Barbarical right after the Turtonator pick, so no, I drafted Heracross too. So it's like Heracross, Weavile, Excadrill, all weak to fire. And then Turtonator, Resist, Togekiss is neutral, Meowstic was neutral, and I was like, oh, gotta drop. Let me get a fire strength real quick. Not be over weak to fire here. But yeah, y'all can continue picking me apart.
Your Excadrill, although weak to fire, true, can also break fire
Oh yeah.
walls. Fire walls.
But it's just not getting through these Charizards that are drafted in this.
Yeah, that is true. But I believe it does learn, again, I'm
Rock
saying this a
Slide.
lot, but Rock Slide. Rock Slide is very good in doubles.
Yeah.
Especially with very nice attackers like Excadrill.
Yeah.
I definitely like your Excadrill Togekiss. That's super. That's so good. That's so good. I've been honestly talking with Eli. He's been going through what he's got planned. Yeah, but such a good combo. I do wish you had a Sand Setter. I do wish you had Sand Setter. Gmax Setter.
You should have took the baby hippo.
First you can set it with like a Dynamax Rock.
No, you can't because it's Gmax.
Gmax
No, I
is
can do.
ground.
Yeah, my Gmax move is ground, so I could do it with Sandaconda, and plus
right.
plus
Right.
Sandaconda gets Sand Spit, which I have to take a hit first, but after I take,
So Pearl doesn't get the boost until after he gets hit and separate. So
yeah,
which is it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes I can see that being inconvenient in some ways. Because Sandaconda is not fast to be able to kind of get ahead. And set sand, it's gonna have to be like the following turn type deal, unless you get hit first. I
well,
will say, I'll stick with this team. With Togekiss, you're gonna have plenty of supporter options. I think Sandaconda, Extra, Weavile, Heracross, Drapion are gonna be able to click as many buttons as they want with those two.
Yep.
I like the Decidueye. I think it can kind of help you out here and there with some matchups. And Turtonator, if you had maybe Trick Room,
I have
Shell
Trick Room.
Smash,
Meowstic Prankster Trick Room.
Well,
That's
Pranks doesn't work like that really, but yeah.
does it
does
not?
work that way.
No.
So Trick Room's -6. Prankster just boosts your
It's like one
move by +1, so you're
Okay.
still moving at -5.
five.
Either way.
So you gotta live a hit with this, but still not the worst thing. You get screens up and set it. But Oracle is definitely going to be a threat. I think it's going to be slept on a lot until like week 3 after you get a few kills with it.
Yeah.
I think Triple Axel Weevil is going to be so good. Heracross gets 2 fantastic abilities, just click buttons. I definitely think your Togekiss Extra Drill, I mean, that's just basically the OU meta, or half of it right there. So
You're saying your extra there looks very nice.
like every week, and then something sets up and kills things. Like,
Yeah.
because if you can set up a Togekiss, get Drapion behind, like Drapion, the Scope Lens +2, you get it behind Tailwind, and it just drops things. Like,
Yeah,
I
especially
mean,
with crit.
you Shell Smash into a Tailwind, then yeah, you're looking good there. The Barbaracle, I mean, is another. I mean, you got a lot of physical offensive threats. I wish you had a better special one, because that's going to make pretty much rope Togekiss into the role, or Turtonator's going to have to set up. Because Turtonator's only base 91 until it goes +2, and then it hits hard. But I think that's one like the first thing I saw is you're very physically offensive. So your special attacking is going to kind of be iffy at best.
Yeah, and that was partially hurt by the Barbarical pick, which we explained previously to this, or maybe in this, that the Barbarical pick was because I had such a huge fire weakness, and I needed something to resist it, and that was a good option. But yeah,
This team,
It's a good thing there's sun everywhere.
no, yeah.
Also,
this
I'm
team,
I'm also noticing. I'm sorry, you go first.
You go first.
This team kind of reminds me of in WBE Duncan's team. It doesn't look like traditional VGC. It's a lot of damage and then like 1 or 2 support mons. Like this is just offense and then Togekiss Meowstic for support.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like that's all you see right here.
It's just so much offense with good speed. High speed.
Yeah, very good speed.
Especially on the tailwind. That team, the whole team outspeeds most things on the tailwind. So
yeah,
get that up.
Weavile should outspeed the whole meta under Tailwind.
I'll check real quick.
Can you? What is your fire weakness again before you grab the Barbarical?
At the time, I had Excadrill, Weavile, and Heracross, and then the other.
And then in the future you also have Drapion.
Yeah, I patched it up. Like, it was Excadrill, Weavile, and Heracross, and then Togekiss was neutral, Meowstic was neutral, and Turtonator resist. And then I grabbed Barbarical.
Yeah. So you got 2 times times 4.
I'm also noticing that you have a pretty. It's pretty small, but you also have a flying weakness, Heracross, Drapion, and Decidueye.
Why Drapion?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a. Yeah, screw me. I thought it was a bug type. He's a poison and dark type. Yeah.
Also, I checked Weavile is the 6th fastest mon in the format.
Really?
So under
Yeah.
what's faster than?
Yeah.
I just knew Dragapult was.
Yeah, Dragapult, Jolteon, Talonflame, Barraskewda, Excelgor.
So under Tailwind, I'm faster than all of them.
Oh, easily. You go Adamant no speed and you're still faster.
Yep.
Yeah, by the way, I've noticed when doing calcs, like the speeds are so different than singles. Like,
Yes.
you put a
Yeah.
scarf on, you don't even have to invest in anything, and you can outspeed everything. So, like on especially high, like mid to high, like 80s, base 80s with a scarf outspeed the entire meta. Like it's insane.
That's crazy. Yeah, I
You know
didn't know
what's
how
even
complex
crazier
that
in
was.
this that I've noticed is that like, say you have a chlorophyll mon, and your Sunsetter comes in and sets the sun, the chlorophyll mon will then go second.
Yeah,
Yes.
they changed that this gen.
It's
They fixed
dynamic.
it this gen. Yeah.
Yep.
Speed activates immediately. Speed changes happen right away.
It's kind of like
So-
how they used to do with the Mega Evolutions in Gen 7. It kinda,
Yeah.
As soon as they Mega Evolve, they got their new speed. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, it works with Trick Room too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that would happen though.
Trick Room's native. Like, we've been over this, guys.
Oh, actually, there is a way to get Trick Room up first. It's like, what's the move? I forget what the move is
After
called,
you.
but after you, yeah. You do that on a Trick Room setter, and then
Yeah, but then you
basically
waste.
Trick Room.
yeah.
You really want Trick Room? All right, let's see who we got next.
Next team.
Next team is actually going to be Kronos, and this
Very
team is
fun.
this seems really scary. We had a 24-hour grace period in between like the end of the draft and the beginning of week 1, and I really wish he hadn't used it because his team, I believe, was so much scarier before this because he had Gyarados, and I guess the Frostmoth trade-off was good, but he had Gyarados instead of Talonflame, and I really like the Gyarados over in this team over the Talonflame for the simple reason that he.
Talonflame did the same thing.
Yeah, what does Talonflame do that Charizard doesn't?
Just hit physically.
Exactly.
And it makes his team more weak to rock. I mean, if you look at it, there's a lot of rock.
Yeah.
And like what I was hoping, like he drafted the Gyarados and then he drafted the Pikachu right after to sit next to the Gyarados, and then he just took half that. He just took half of that away just by trading out the Gyarados, the stronger half of that away just by trading out the Gyarados. Like I was so scared about this team when he had Gyarados, and now I'm like, well,
Yeah, I agree.
It's okay.
he's still definitely one of the best teams in the league. And like he explained it to me, he said it's a
Venusaur.
but
His highest attack stat.
yeah.
His physical attacker is Leafeon.
That's rough.
But
yeah,
but Talonflame's a physical attacker?
With what?
I mean, it can kind of be a physical attacker. He's not.
It has a better chance, but
Yeah.
everything nukes half its HP at the same time.
Oh my god, Brave Birding a Dynamax Pokemon, you lose more HP.
Yep. Yeah, and he was like, he explained the Talonflame trade-off to me as if he Dynamaxes Talonflame, he can go for a Max Flare, and that sets up the Sun as well. But I'm like, but then you waste your Dynamax that you need for Charizard, because Charizard works so much better under
You also
Dynamax.
have a Sunsetter.
Yeah, he has Vulpix.
Why do you need
Slap us out.
Again, but Vulpix is a low tier Sunsetter. It can die easy.
Yeah, you just send it out turn 1, set up Sun, and then just go ham with Charizard Venusaur.
Pretty much.
So yeah, you can push the Venusaur, take a hit.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Vulpix is just there to set Sun. So the trade
Like
to get Flame,
Yeah, that's the only, like, and I guess the shift tree to Frostmoth, like, he already had a Grass type chlorophyll user, so what was the need of?
Leafeon. Leafeon's trash.
I think Leafeon works well in his team.
Leafeon has no move pool.
If Leafeon scares something away, can definitely set up some Swords Dance.
So
make
can
it a real threat.
Shiftry does too.
So can Shiftry. Are they in the same tier?
I think Shiftry's better. Shiftry also gets Heat Wave.
Shiftry gets fake
Yeah.
out.
Fake out too. Yeah, I think Shift would be better than Leafeon.
Yeah, so Kronos, if you watch this, we don't understand why you used your grace period, man. But I do like having Frostmoth on this team versus.
What does
Frostmoth
Frostmoth? Can you explain to me? Maybe I just don't get it. What does Frostmoth do for this team?
It provides the ice type to help with some of those mons that because he's not really doesn't really have like he hurts the rock weakness a little bit, but
Not really. I mean, because Frostmoth isn't. Yeah, he is weak to rock.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It hurts the rock weakness, but it helps with like
Yeah.
it helps
He has
in
one
other.
rock resistant Gastrodon.
Just one? I thought he had two.
Yeah, those can take rock hits. I also think his grass types can take a lot of rock, but his Frostmoth is also weird because he's a frail mon, and there's not a lot to switch in from Frostmoth. I mean, like if you like I just said, like Venusaur can take a hit, Gastron can take a hit, but there's not a lot of other choices there. I don't think Frostmoth really belongs.
It's
you-
also
a
like
team like
Frostmoth. The big way to beat it is fire types, and it's a sun team. So even if it could have maybe like with Akaberry with the sun team, it probably won't live.
Sure.
Yeah, what if he switches into like a fire type move or something? Because if for a sun team, if I'm setting up for a sun team, like, and they're using a sun team, I'm gonna bring fire moves just because it
It's
powers them up.
boosted.
Yeah.
And if you bring an ice bug type 4 times effective, and it gets switched in on a fire type move in the sun, there's no way it's gonna survive.
Yeah. Let me see real quick what if it gets any like support moves. I don't know. It gets
helping hand,
Oh, it does
imprison.
get helping hand. Oh. Oh. Okay. What's
So in like the doubles format.
It gets what string shot? No, it doesn't get string shot. It can't even lower speed. Well, icy wind,
Icy wind, yeah.
tailwind. Oh, it gets it gets weather ball.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
That's pretty much it.
Also lots of versatility.
It's got some.
Yeah, okay. I didn't realize how much utility it got, but I still don't like it on a sun team.
You need bulk on
That-
utility or
Well, you know, we'll see. Maybe like week 1 it'll prove us wrong.
Yeah.
Because weather ball in the sun really hurts.
Yeah, weather ball is just a cool move. Yeah.
He also, I guess he also has ice moves that like hit the same stuff weather ball does, essentially like grass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that though. It's like I don't know. I still don't think it does anything offensive. He may help in hand. He can set screens. If he somehow can get Veil up, that's a thing. But
Yeah.
and he gets terrible.
Real quick, I just noticed this. What's his flying resist?
PG.
Flying resist.
Yeah.
There's really nothing. There's nothing that resists flying.
I think the bulk on this team heavily is relying on Gastrodon. The offense is very strong.
Take all the hits.
But yeah,
Offense, or defense, he has besides Leafeon, which
yeah.
has the highest defensive stat, almost combined of the entire team.
Yeah, and in this format, a lot of things run Heat Wave because it's spread move, and Leafeon doesn't have good spread F. So I don't know. I don't know how this team's gonna go.
This is gonna be interesting. Like I said, I did not agree with the using the grace period at all.
Yeah.
But
all right, guys, I think it's my turn.
Yeah.
let's get on the other Sun team here as Decker's.
This is the third and last Sun team we have here.
Finally.
It's
That's funny.
This is an interesting team.
Ninetales is kind of a real threat in any of I think it's the most threat of like any Sunsetter. I think it's like a tier of Oracle in my opinion. because right when it sets up the sun, it has a really good special attack. Kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah, base 81.
Yeah,
It needs
80,
some
base
heavy-
81 is still not bad. And in the sun, it does a lot. Hey, can somebody what's Torque? Does Torque have like any
Intimidate.
fire ability? I mean, just intimidate though.
It's
Blaze.
Blaze Intimidate.
Okay.
It's a starter.
It's a mini Incineroar.
Has intimidate though.
It like fake outs,
Yeah.
intimidate,
It's
shuffle.
like Thwacky, and it just does its job just a little bit weaker.
Yeah,
And it's not a dark type, so
that too.
if you knock off the Eviolite, assuming you're running the Eviolite, it's gonna not be resisted, so it's gonna
There
take.
are 3 NFTs on this team, so Eviolite might be a little hard to
Yeah.
run with the item clause.
Actually, there's 3, but.
But I mean,
Torque
They all have both
for
too.
speed, it's because it's faster than Incineroar. So
Oh yeah. Honestly, Torque can be run offensive on this team, I think. 90
Oh,
speed
yeah.
is good and 85 attack in the sun.
it hits harder than Ninetales.
Yeah.
We're,
it's better than Ninetales.
we're also forgetting one big part of this team.
Yeah,
Actually,
we haven't talked
two.
about it yet.
Actually, two that work
They
very
really
well
need
in
to
sun,
connect.
and that's G-Max Venusaur with Chlorophyll and Heliolisk with solar power.
Yup.
Like,
Oh
very
yeah,
underrated
Soul
there.
Pack really lit.
Bring- bringing in Ninetales on turn 1 next to G-Max Venusaur, and then bringing in Heliolisk, you're just dying. Like, stuff's just dying to those two.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it'll be
Something that I wouldn't do is send out Helix after because both of them are weak to ground. Just in case there's like a ground type move, send out Venusaur or something like that. Not the best in my opinion.
But if I'm looking at G-Max Venusaur versus Ninetales, I'm more than likely going to try to get at that G-Max Venusaur and just not necessarily leave the Ninetales slot alone, but like I'll get that later.
Yeah, that's
And then if it,
G-Max Venusaur is
yeah.
different.
and then it turns into a solar power Heliolisk, and I'm like, well, now everything's faster than me on the field.
Yeah, that hyper voice hitting both.
Yep.
Discharge even.
Yeah.
With like
And
Mudsteel
his
and
versatility
Musharna next to it.
and Mudsteel.
And like Heliolisk is the ultimate Weathermon because like so it has solar power for this team. Then you've got Sandville for when he has to play these 2 sun teams. And he still has Dry Skin, which hurts in the sun but helps in the rain. And we do have a rain team, don't we? Somebody grab Pelipper, I think.
We do.
So, and I also like your little Trick Room mode there that you've got going on. Musharna sets up Trick Room for itself too, but like Mudstale is there with the low speed. Girder is there. Girder's nothing to
I believe
slouch
Mr.
at.
Prime also has Trick Room.
It does. It gets fake out too.
What does?
Mr. Mott?
So
Oh.
Girder also gets fake out.
No,
Yeah,
it
so-
doesn't.
I thought it did.
No, it
No way.
doesn't. If it got fake out, I'd see
I'm
fake
gonna
out
look at
Elder way more. It does not. I checked.
But yeah, so like
Mime and Torcat.
these
Mime-
last
I
3
think
teams have all
Mime
3
gets follow
been.
me.
Does Mom get follow me?
I think so because I have Mr. Rhyme and that doesn't for whatever reason.
No, it does not get follow
Yeah,
me.
Mr. Rhyme. I mean, Mr. Mime does get follow me.
That means Galarian Mr. Mime doesn't get follow me.
Yeah, Galarian doesn't. That's whack.
Yeah, these last 3 teams have been pretty solid. Like,
yeah. Also, Primarina just strong Pokemon. Liquid. Does it get Hyper Voice?
What?
Primarina?
yeah.
Yeah, Hyper Voice with the Liquid Voice could be a thing.
Voice, yes.
It is a Sun team, but you know it doesn't always have to be Sun.
So next team is Cody Co with the G-Max Rillaboom. And this team, this is the rain
Yeah.
team. So look at all these weather teams back to back to back.
That's what VGC is.
This ring.
Weather.
So
Much weather.
this team's interesting. Just looking at it upright, like it's got Kingdra for Swift Swim, Raichu's there for Thunders with the Lightning Rod.
Yeah, the lightning rod's good support.
Yeah, Lightning Rod support. Doesn't Porygon 2 get? It doesn't get Follow Me, but it gets something, right?
I don't know what
I
Porygon
thought-
does in doubles.
I thought
Oh,
Porygon 2
sorry.
got some sort of redirect.
It does not get follow me.
I thought it got redirect somewhere.
No.
Uh,
I don't know how good P2 is in double. It gets Electro Web. I know it's a menace in singles, but in doubles it doesn't look like it has anything.
and then you have
It looks
like
it's just there to be fat.
it's just there to be fat.
Yeah.
And then like Hitmonchan's there for fake out. Rillaboom gets fake out and Grassy
Why do you-
Glide and sets its own.
Where are you
on
getting
terrain.
these ideas? Oh wait, it does get fake out. What the fuck?
I know it gets
Ow,
fake.
has gloves on.
I know it gets fake out because Tyrogue gets fake out, and Tyrogue's my favorite mon.
You know
Oh,
how
that's
like when like somebody tries to fake
You-
punch you and like pulls away? That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I see Hitmontop and Lee use fake it all the time, and I just didn't think that Chan would use it because I never see it.
Nope, Chan gets fake out too because it's a Tyrogue gets it. I think Tyrogue gets
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, that's how the others get it. Yeah. Huh.
and then
Today I learned.
today I learned. And then Gardevoir is there with like hyper voice. Does Gardevoir get pixelated or is that just
No, only
that's
Mega.
that's just Mega?
Oh,
Okay.
Mega.
Yeah, but Gardevoir just in general, psychic types bring a lot of utility.
Yeah. And expanding force. Would that work? That would work with Grassy Surge, wouldn't it?
No,
No, it just
it only
works with
works with psychic
Psychic.
terrain.
Okay. But yeah, this is a pretty scary team in my opinion. Like,
In my opinion, this is the scariest so far. Sorry.
yeah,
Especially for my Sun team, this would hurt.
yeah.
Yeah, King my greatest fear right now is Kingdra.
My greatest fear right now is
By
Kingdra.
far.
You just gotta control the weather.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the solution there. Control the weather.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this team's definitely scary too. Like
Yeah.
all these weather teams in
Once
this format are all getting really scary all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know much of what Steelix does. I don't know if there's something.
probably just
particular
bulk.
Steelix
Probably
does.
just another
like,
bulky mon.
Yeah, it doesn't get anything unique to doubles.
Under rain, its
Just
fire
for-
weakness is actually lessened. So
Yeah, but its water weakness is strengthened.
true. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it's just there. Well, it has 30.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I don't know.
sets rocks
Yeah.
because it brings rocks in VGC. And something to note that we didn't note at the beginning: these matches are like best 2 out of 3. So like you pick 6 mons, you bring 4, then you can bring a different 4 the next way. Like you don't they don't have to be the same 4 each match, but it's best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So next is Rain's team. So who wants to take this one? This one's
Ooh, hold on. I like this team. Hold on, let me talk about it.
okay.
For one, I see the Accelgor Palisand core. There was a WBE game that did this. Accelgor gets Water Shuriken to hit Palisand to give it water compaction to max out its defense, and then it's like unkillable. So I might have ruined that
Yeah,
tech
you
for
might have
him.
just ruined this guy's
Yeah.
whole thing. He's like, no, I've been
Like, I don't
exposed.
I've been exposed.
There's double terrain setters, but not really abusers. Like Accelgor gets unburdened, but that thing's already like the fastest mon. The Water Shuriken tech also works with Gmax Colossal for its steam engine and weakness policy. That can be
That's
big.
scary.
Yeah. What does Reuniclus get expanding force?
That I don't
Yes.
know.
It does. So there is a psychic core there with the Ndidi. Uh, Ndidi is also nice for the Dragapult. To stop like Sucker Punch or something from the Dragapult. Like things have to be scarfed to be able to act before Dragapult.
Does it?
But
Yeah.
he also has the tiny Rillaboom down there. He's the one
I
who grabbed it.
I don't know what the tiny Rillaboom's doing on this team.
Setting
not
Grassy
saying-
Surge and Grassy Gliding all over the place.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah, there's for support. It's there to like fake out Grassy Glide. It's
We
okay.
we also haven't talked about how Reuniclus sets its own Trick Room, and then Escavalier abuses it.
Oh yes, yep. Yes, Cavaliers.
And then like Mawwild's not at a like 50 base speed is not really that slow, but it's not really that fast either. Like there's going to be a lot of things that are going to sit there for Mawwild to just chew on
Yeah.
with the Steel Fairy typing.
Mawile is strong and it does get sheer force.
So
Cloyster. I mean, like Cloyster can smash.
yep, Cloyster smashes all over the place.
Smashers. Smash Surf and have like Thwacky next to it to resist.
Alright, guys, I think I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
What's the Mawile? Is it just for versatility? Just bringing the fairy and the steel type?
Pretty much, I think.
You can also abuse Trick Room fairly well.
Yeah. Alright, I kind of missed what y'all said about
this team is fairly nice.
This team very strong.
Especially, there's a lot of sweep potential here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats. Like
Match with him.
Colossal hits hard, Dragapult hits hard, and Ndidi, Escavalier, Runic. Like nothing is weak on this team.
Yeah. All right, so next one's the Austin Aces.
Yo.
I
didn't know what I was doing. I tried asking my friend who knew VGC, but like he wasn't there all the time, so I made panic picks.
There's
a lot of questions I have here.
Okay.
There's a lot of, not a lot. There is Togetic and Sneasel. I'm not very familiar with either of these.
Togetic's like a bulky kiss. Like it just follow me's and tailwinds and does stuff like that.
So you can use Eviolite on me.
Sneasel's a value Weavile. Like it's not nearly as fast and doesn't hit nearly as hard, but it still does the exact same stuff. Like Weavile gets nothing when it evolves that Sneasel doesn't also get. That's useful. Like Ice Shard, Ice Crash, and Fake Out are all egg moves on that line.
Let me tell you something though, or I have battled a VGC doubles match against Urugru, and it is amazing.
This strikes really good moves again. Like it just
does
makes
a
them.
lot.
And I like. And who'd you drop for Volcarona?
I had Dusclops. The reason I dropped it was I'm not gonna bring, because of item clause, I can't break Clops and Togetic.
Yeah.
So I had to give one up.
And like I really like, so like Blastoise, Gmax, and Rhyperior, you just send those out together, and they kind of do work. Like Rhyperior gets Lightning Rod, and then Blastoise is Gmax Blastoise. You just Shell Smash. Take a page out of A-Drive's book.
Yep. I was low-key trying to copy his like first couple picks, so like Blastoise, Rhyperior, Bronzong, but I got sniped on Zong, and then from there I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. I like the Luxray pick. Luxray really...
There's also one I have no idea why it's on your team. Noctowl?
Okay, so that's fair. I was looking tier 4. I might just I don't know VGC, so I don't know what the value is in tier 4. But to me, Noctowl 1 gives me something that I can use max airstream, um, because Togetech's not going to be able to. And it also gets Heat Wave, which that was before I had Volcarona. It gets tech like Hypnosis. Um, I don't know. I don't remember what else it got, but it hits really hard with Tinted Lens. That just from a singles perspective. In doubles, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it was something
I'm
to
interested. I mean, like
Hyper
base
Voice.
50 defense and base
Oh no, yeah,
86, 86,
yeah.
90, 96. Oh, it's pretty. It's not very. It's not. It can't take hits.
I
Yes.
mean, base 100 HP is not bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. He is pretty healthy.
Yeah, it was
But
there
other
for
than
to
that,
have something that can use flying.
yeah. Max airstream is pretty powerful. VGC, I gotta say.
All right. So next is the Lycans, Coach Rice Krispies, and
I thought you said Rice Krispies.
I'd say
Rice Krispies, that's funny.
um this team's interesting. His first pick was actually the Arcanine, and then he was so late in the draft, he actually ended up getting Rillaboom way back. So
That's pretty nice.
that was really nice. Um, I don't know how I feel about Gmax Grimmsnarl on this team. Just looking at it straight up. Uh, I guess it's for sleep because doesn't Grimmsnarl's is yawn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically.
Yeah. 50% chance to yawn.
So I guess it's for
I
sleep
mean,
stuff.
that can
Too much
pair
because
nice with Blastoise because you either they both sleep or you get a free Shell Smash.
Yeah. Well, like yawn is still like the next turn. So
Yeah, you protect Max Snooze, and then you Shell Smash, and they either have to kill you or they
sleep.
sleep. Yeah.
I still think Grimstorm's better for tech support in doubles than offensive. I just think in offensive it just doesn't do it as well because it's slower. You can boost its speed, but I mean, I think it's better to set up and hit or definitely support Rillaboom, who's a better G-Max. I mean, Blastoise, if it shell smashes, it wants to the Dynamax. Um, that's probably the thing about this team is it lacks true Dynamax users. Like a lot of them, like who wants to Dynamax or Sandaconda? Like
Me. Mine's Gmax though. So
I mean, I'm looking here, and Skymarie and Galvantula is really good in singles because they can set up, and that's basically
I,
their niche.
I think he was
But
like I think with his first couple picks he was okay, and I think he tried too hard to stick to his singles because we're all coming from singles. Like I don't think anybody in the whole league is really a doubles guru, and
He was like, "Yo, I need my hazards. I need."
yeah, I need sticky webs, which webs
Yeah,
wouldn't be bad. So,
Webs will kind of work.
but
Um, Skymarie, I guess it can get Heat Wave, I believe.
I know it gets Tailwind,
Yeah, Tailwind's also good.
gets Taunt. It had a decent speed to taunt the
This one is very interesting, and I'd like to see his first battle because it'll
yeah,
be very interesting.
this is gonna be this is another one of those teams like we're gonna table
You gotta
it.
see.
It's gonna be decent.
Yeah, those top 5 mons are super scary though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next is Hujay and the Bloomington Brothers. Really digging the logo there, Hujay.
Yeah.
I know you watch my videos. I'm really digging that one.
What did this team do? Oh,
It's
I
got
mean, it's
Incineroar.
got crazy good top heavy stuff Urshifu
I haven't
Rapid
paid
Strike is
attention
hard.
to this game. Yeah, this looks top
A lot of
heavy.
these things are fat.
Like Fable, Scissor, and Cineroar, that's good. You got good priority. Mammoth Swine hits stupid hard. That score's okay.
Does Vileplume get Rage Powder?
No, but I was upset
No.
because I was gonna take Vileplume for chlorophyll.
Oh.
I was upset. I think a lot of us were upset.
I see 2 good Trick Room setters, but no real good Trick Room abusers.
Dusknoir and Behemoth.
Yeah.
And his fastest normal mon is a Molga. So.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. Like, I kind of like the Emolga pick, but where do you get? Because it gets motor drive, but where do you hit it with an electric type attack? You know.
Yeah, this team doesn't care about electric moves.
So
anything gets discharged.
Behemoth gets discharged. Does
I
that hit?
think anything does.
Oh. So.
Nope.
Oh, Urshifu is a water type.
Yeah, he has the Rapid Strike.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Gmax Urshifu that was legal was Rapid Strike, which is water, and then the singles or not, I'm sorry. Then it was banned.
It's
Regular, and then it's reversed for. I don't even know what the other one is.
It's just Single Strike. But that's
Single
just
Strike.
for Urshifus from being on teams.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would have liked if they were like both one type or both the other type, but
yeah.
I still think it's the same with the last team, and maybe the last team before that. Is this it's the first 5 mons are super scary, and then the last 5 are a little iffy.
I like the Dusknoir. Dusknoir's like really bulky. In a sense.
Not as bulky as Klops, but still pretty bulky.
Yeah.
And it's not forced to run Eviolite.
Yeah. And then like Vileplume does well. Like there's a lot of Sun teams going around, so like I think Vileplume will fare well with the chlorophyll ability on this team, just because of the Sun teams. Like I think what happened was he started his draft his way, and then the last few picks are all picks for like other teams that he saw that he might have problems with. Like Vileplume's a chlorophyll user, and it fills a few holes for him. I don't know what Ditto does. Like I know what Ditto does because Ditto does the same thing in singles and doubles as it does in singles.
I don't think it's as good in double because like if you can just protect and everything has protect.
Yeah. But like you have to be very particular. Like if you need to scarf, like say Leafeon's set up and is under chlorophyll, and you need to scarf that spot, but that spot's full. You'd have to make that switch.
Non-scarf Ditto scout sets, copy any boosts from Dynamax, stuff like that. Just like prevent from getting sweeped yourself.
Yeah.
I think Ditto works as a better as a non-scarfer.
Yeah, if it's scarfed, it's kind of neutered here. But if it's non-scarfed, you can really get lots of intel on sets and counter back if someone tries to set up. The setup does happen now with Dynamax a lot more.
Honestly, this looks like a singles team.
Yeah.
True.
Like I was like, Scizor or Mamoswine are like menaces in singles, but in doubles, like they don't really get stuff. They're just strong, but like they don't get it.
Mamoswine gets like Earthquake and Ice Crash, which Ice Crash hits both mons. But
that's the thing in singles, but in doubles you can't run EQ.
I mean, you can't
most of the time.
He can't.
I mean, like you can pair Mamo Emolga. There's like I guess kind of a core there, but like you don't want to hit your ally most of the time.
Yeah.
That's also like a thing that's been repeating is that all these teams are built for singles because we're all new to this and
I knew Togepi was broken. I took it. But this looks super single. It's a Fable, Scizor, Mamo.
But this is another one of those teams that like, so like the wheels seem to be really good synergy wise because for obvious reasons. But this is another one teams we're getting to the back half of this thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I
you're
don't
starting
think
to
he's got
see
great value of his
you're
own
starting to
players.
see two Mons at a time that kind of pair well together.
I think Vile putting down is not going to help him out a lot.
Yeah.
I gotta disagree. I think Behemoth's power. I was looking at Behemoth. That thing just hits so hard and can set up Trick Room for itself.
But base 40 speed, like Turtonator outspeeds it. There was another.
Outspeeds it.
Hmm?
Or outspeeds and Trick Room, I guess.
Yeah. So
Behemoth's a little weird with Trick Room though, because it has analytic, so it wants to go last. It's a bit of a weird mon.
It gets telepathy.
and
which
yeah,
is
it gets
good.
telepathy
Oh, it gets
for
telepathy. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, in singles. Or
Okay,
doubles.
that's cool with like a Molga and Mamo. All right.
next is Jamin with the Victoria Vespiquins.
Took my bronze on.
Took my bronze on.
Clefairy is just gonna act like Clefairy
To be
with
honest,
fast. I know is extremely bulky. Dracovic obviously is just a threat, but it's
It's a
something you
singles
can kind
threat.
of prep for these days.
Hmm.
Even when
Dracovic,
it does. But
Drake, to me, Dracovic is just a singles threat though. Like it's pretty well counterable in doubles. Does it even get
it always forces prep, no matter what. It's gonna
true?
force you to prep for it, and if you can take advantage of that, it's good. And there's no way if there's no way for the other team to take advantage or like to block a Dracovic from clicking Fish's Friend, then you're kind of screwed. The downside is he does not have a way to boost Dragovic's speed.
Yeah, there's no airstream on. Serena gets bounced.
Serena gets
For
bounced.
airstream. Yeah.
Like that's pretty much it. There's no tailwind users.
He could go Trick Room.
Yeah, he's got bronze
75.
on for Trick Room.
Hey, if you look, it's actually his second fastest mon on the team.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. I was gonna mention. Yeah, the speed doesn't look great. It's weird.
All middle tiers.
Yeah.
And
like Bronzong, Clefairy don't utilize Trick Room, so it's all middle tiers.
like I was looking.
Well, Hatterene.
Oh yeah, there's Hatterene. Yeah, I guess that's its main core, like Bronzong Hatterene.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this too. Like he has two lightning rod users and nothing that doesn't like. He needs to go out and get trade the Dracovic for probably Gyarados. Like right on Manectric.
Scary. Yeah. That would also give him Intimidate because he doesn't have that.
Yeah. And like
I don't know what Centiscorch does in doubles.
Very slow. So I mean, yeah, Trick Room. Doesn't Hatterene's Gmax move do something with Trick Room?
No, it
no.
confuses.
Okay. Well, still, it's a very slow mon. A lot of them are really slow mons. Like if you go into Bronzong, Trick Room, you can almost sweep with Hatterene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hatterene
But-
is the main sweeper, but like there's not much else.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. EV Light Rhydon is pretty
Bulky.
bulky. But also there's that Clefairy.
Clefairy needs the Etherlight, so they can't both come to a game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is our item clause 1? I thought it was 2. It's 1 this
No,
one in VGC.
it's VGC rules.
Okay.
Yeah, that made the later half of the draft hard because I had
Yeah.
Togetic and I was like, oh, I can't draft another
VGC.
FP.
Yeah.
That's why Rhydon is good because it doesn't need to utilize EVLite anyway.
There are times that it doesn't have to. It does have good stats on its own.
It's a budget Rhyperior. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah. This team maybe struggles against ghost types. There's no dark or normal type.
That is a good point.
But
Serena's Queenly Majesty. Okay, so Queenly Majesty is a cool thing in VGC because you stop stuff like Fake Out, but this team's so slow that you probably don't even need to use Fake Out against it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Just for Dragovich mainly. So, like, because Dragovich can slap on a scarf and go first because he has like very little speed control, which I think this team's super offensive with Clefairy Bronze on.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much how it's defensive and tech because everything else wants to run a little bit more offensive.
Yeah, I think this is a bit of an awkward team.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with it, though.
Top five, and Serena, I think, are his best.
Clefairy Dragovich is kind of nice because Clefairy can follow me, so Dragovich just claims a life.
Friend Guard is super good.
What
What's
does
Friend Guard, dude?
What?
What does that ability do?
It boosts defenses by 1.5 of both mons.
Oh,
What
no,
does
it just
Aegislash
reduces
do?
damage by some. Oh. Receive 3/4 damage from attack, so not just defense. Just but have to like they just take less damage.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's just not 1.5. It's like you take less damage. It's basically like everybody's hitting you at like -1.
Yeah.
It's like a filter, a built-in filter on everything. So it's like really good.
Wait. Oh, and Clefable doesn't get that.
Because
No.
it gets unaware.
It gets unaware.
Oh.
That's why Clefairy's too good.
Oh.
Slap an EV like tons of bolt, give it follow me, and it boosts up defense and just.
That's really cool.
But then you bring in a Mold Breaker Mon and.
It's top five.
Extra drill sets high. Wait, this team loses to extra drill.
I know, trust me.
Okay.
But what does Aegislash do for this team, really? You said you top 5 is best. What does Aegislash do? Like, he's already got a Steel type and Bronze on. The Ghost typing, he's not fighting weak. He's not normal. So, Ghost typing's kind of whatever on this team. What really does Aegislash do for him?
I feel like Aegislash is just kind of a singles mon here.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets wide guard, I think.
Does it get wide guard? But even then, so does Gallade, and Gallade sits in a.
It gets.
So.
It gets a better version of Protect.
Yeah. It protects both mons. Doesn't it?
Wide guard
King's
like
Shield.
Target move.
Yeah, I don't see much in terms of doubles value. It's still like a good mon on its own, but
even besides that, like even looking at typing matchups, like Aegislash really doesn't have any strength to be here. Like it's just repeating Steel type. The Ghost typing doesn't do anything for it. Like it's not like, oh, I've got a fighting weakness, let me patch it up with this Ghost type that's immune to fighting types.
yeah.
You've seen 3 Sun teams. Why would you bring in a second Steel type to this team? You know, like a lot of teams prep to have 3 Sun teams running around, and he prepped like there wasn't any, in my opinion, with that pick. But
yeah, yeah, I see what you mean.
Last team we're gonna look at is the Wimbledon War Turtles, and let me tell you, I looked into prepping for this team.
Oh, gross!
It's gonna be an interesting one.
I see Wim and Cabalion.
Yeah, no kidding. I see Wim and Cabalion.
That's the fastest beat up that you can have. Oh no, Weavile.
Yeah.
I think Wim is a little better because it can do more. It can just straight up tailwind. But yeah, that's really strong.
And then the just massive amounts of bulk of Snorlax, Gmax Snorlax,
Yeah.
like that thing's gonna be unbreakable.
Triple Elisapod's got nice priority if he wants to bring it in. Abomasnow can like reset the weather because Lickilicky can do the same with Cloud9.
Yeah.
So he's got like 2 anti-weather mons.
Abomasnow gets Veil too.
Does he finally get Veil? That's good.
He's had Veil.
What's
Togepi's for? Togepi's there to follow me.
Basically.
Yeah, like this team's gonna be very, very hard to beat for. Like, do I think it's one of the best teams? Probably not. But even for like the best teams, like he could easily sneak out some wins here and be our top team, in my opinion. Like,
I will say he's also got a pretty good amount of VGC experience.
he's
Yeah,
probably
he's
like
like
the
a
only
VGC
person.
player.
Yeah, he's like regularly in Master Ball, and he tries out the metas and all
Oh,
that stuff.
come on.
That's
Well, we
nice.
have a pro in here.
We have all these amateur players and then a pro.
Then you just threw in Wolfglick in here. Like, what the fuck?
Pretty much. But yeah, like
Yeah,
this team is going to be very difficult.
he's not a draft player, so that may be he's still a good player. I'll say that he's a very good player. The draft is different. He's trying to plan a lot of stuff like VGC when drafting is going to be a bit different because they can actually prep for what you got. So
the thing is, like, the thing that really stands out to me, and I don't want to reveal too much here, but like Snorlax, Kabalion, Licky Licky, Obama Snow, and Kangaskhan. That's 5 Mon. Half his team share the same weakness.
Yeah, I should
So-
mention that.
Fighting.
Oh,
We
did
have
you?
2 fairies, but like Togepi doesn't count really, and Whimsicott.
Togepi got like all resist fighting too. The same on top's going to be intimidate stuff. So
Ooh, where's the flying resist?
There is none.
Jolteon?
Jolteon.
Call it a Pikachu.
But yeah, so
Also, what does Licky Licky do?
weather. That's the anti-weather Mon.
It's just an anti. Okay. So it's like it doesn't get fake out. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
I know that's like a singles wish passer, but in doubles.
It gets a ton of tech support.
But like,
So
what Licky Licky
Fine.
does in this
Like
league is resets weather, because we have so many teams like with weather that the Licky Licky is actually like a really good pick.
It does have helping hand.
It gets like coverage out the butt. Like
Oh yeah,
so
the coverage is nuts, but it's usually good for singles. Doubles.
Steel Roller can actually reset the terrain too.
Ooh, do you have? No, nothing great at.
belly drum so it can set up.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see Belly Drum Licky.
No, you don't.
It's up
I hope he brings it against you then.
Yeah,
water.
I've seen Belladrum Licky Licky. It's
he better bring that against me.
Manually set every single weather. That's how except hail. It gets icy wind. It gets
Oh, I didn't catch that. Yeah, it does get ice cream. That's cool.
drain pulse. It gets some good stuff. It's just move pool is huge, so it just can do a bunch of different.
it's a normal type. No, all normal types have big old
nuts.
But yeah,
so
There's a lot of bulk here.
Yeah.
but yeah. So that's the league this season. I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put timestamps for each of the teams so you can go back through. You can hear what we said about them while the slideshow kept skipping slides for some reason, which was really weird. But you can see what we said about them versus what you think about them, and then you can vote for your favorite squad and the best squad. Help encourage our power rankings, because like I said, like, we're all a bunch of amateur players except for one pro that's never done draft. So
done draft.
It's gonna be an interesting season.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be fun. About to see who's the best VGC player straight up. So thank y'all for watching. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace. Oh, and follow. I know Barrett said he has a YouTube channel. Neither one of y'all want to plug, right?
Yeah.
I haven't revived my channel yet. Give it a little while.
Give it a little while for Barrett. But catch y'all guys next time. Peace.